Do you all know how to do it? Speak now, forever hold your peace, like at your wedding. Okay? Goodbye. What's that going to be? 2. Why?
Because doing the opposite of times no. Basically it's the opposite.
Because the 2 square roots cancel each other out, and I'll prove it to you just now why that is the case. What about something more complicated? Square root of 2 multiplied by square root of 8. Okay, now, again we have to go and look at what are our rules. If 2 things are multiplied together, okay, what we can do is, we can say it's the square root of 2 times 8, which will give us the square root of 16, which is equal to 4. Bye-bye. What shall I do, Bongs?
It's going to be square root of 3 times 6 inside, isn't it?
Which is?
3 times 6.
18.
Okay.
Now, we can simplify that because what you look for are numbers that you can square root. So 18 is 2 times 9, which will give us square root of 2 times square root of 9, which will give us, we're running out of space here, give us 3 square root of 2.
I didn't get the 3.
What's square root of 9? What's square root of 9?
No, it is 3, but then how?
Why does the 3 go in front of the square root of 2?
Oh, never mind. Oh, I get it.
Because you always write the whole number in front of the surd. Why is it here? Well, done an isosceles, because that also will be 45. And that being 45 and that being 45, these 2 sides will be the same in length. Okay. So now, we're going to look at the trig ratios. What we do is, we let that side be equal to 1, and if that side is equal to 1, this side will be equal to 1. Now, using Pythagoras, what is the hypotenuse going to be? Square root of 2. That's the hypotenuse. So now what we can do is we can apply our trig ratios, Lundi. To go and see what is sine 45, cos 45, and tan 45 going to be. Let's go and do cos. Ladies, you do cos 45. Okay, boys, you can do cos 45 because it's blue. And then ladies, you can do tan 45 degrees. Pink and blue. So again, begin with the ratio in each equal to
1.
So tan 45 is equal to opposite over adjacent. 1 over 1 is equal to 1. So tan 45 is 1. If I say to you in a test or exam, and it will be there, one of them will be, show that sine 45 is equal to 1 over square root 2. Now, because I'm saying to you sine 45, you go and draw a 45-degree isosceles right-angled triangle. Then in your mind, you picture the triangle, 45 degrees at the bottom, let the one side equal 1, other side is equal to 1, isosceles triangle, hypotenuse is square root of 2, simple, 10 marks, out the back. That's about 5 marks, okay? But the next question will give you an extra 5 marks. So that is an equilateral triangle. Bring matches tomorrow to keep your eyes open, please. Okay. Now, what is so special about an equilateral triangle, Chris?
All angles and the sides are equal.
So all angles are equal, all sides equal. So what's each corner equal to? 60 degrees. But now I have a problem if I want to use my trig ratios here. What is the problem? There's no 90-degree angle. Okay. What can I do to make a 90-degree angle? Squash the triangle. Cut it in half. Okay, we drop a perpendicular. Okay. Now if I drop a perpendicular, that will be 90 and that will be 90. Okay. That will be 90, that will be 90. If this is 60 and that is 90, what's this going to be? 30. We're going to take one of the small triangles. So we'll let that equal to 1. If that's equal to 1, that's equal to 1. This will be 2, because this whole thing here is 2. Therefore, that side must be 2, and that side must be 2. Okay? So now my question to you is, using Pythagoras, calculate the length of the height of that interior perpendicular line. Very simple once you have that triangle. So we go so sine 60, cos 60, tan 60. So again, tell us, cos is some old hens. So in this case, opposite is square root of 3 over 2. Square root of 3 over 1, which is equal to square root of 3. Now you can do it quickly and tell me the answers. Sine 30 degrees, cos 30 degrees, and tan 30 degrees. Just be careful in this case, you have to change your perspective. So the opposite and the adjacent is slightly different. So for sine 30, opposite will be 1. The hypotenuse doesn't change. Yes. You got to go. You got to go. You got to go. So I said there's two ways I can ask this in the test. First is to show that cos 60 is a half, or I can give you a question like this. Okay. Now I'm going to take one from exercise 3 on page 87. Okay. Without using a calculator, simplify sine 30 degrees plus cos squared 45 degrees. Without using a calculator, so equation.